Hey everybody, this is Zach Brandon and you're watching The Music Enthusiast.
Hi, I'm Sarah from The Music Enthusiast, and today I'm here with Zach Brandon. How are you?
Doing great. How are you doing?
I'm great. It's so great to talk to you. I've been a fan of yours for like a month or two now. Pretty new, but I love your music.
Thank you. I appreciate everyone who loves my music and also everyone who doesn't. That's okay too.
Yeah, I mean, there's room for everybody.
There is.
Do you have a fondest musical memory?
Oh, wow. That's a big question. A
Yeah.
fond music memory. I'd say, um, I'd say something that sticks out to me is like the first time I ever played a song for my family. I was like, my dad has like a very small fireplace in his room, and I was like sitting on the whatever, what would you call it? I think there is a name for the thing that's like outside of the fireplace, but I was sitting on that thing and I like played him uh, a song on my first guitar there. That's probably a very fond memory of mine.
That's so sweet. You write and play guitar on each of your songs. So, what is your creative process like?
It varies song to song, but it's pretty consistently that I sort of come up with a guitar part at the same time as having an idea for a song. And then from there, I write a melody, um, and that melody kind of gives you a feeling, and that's the feeling that you guide the song with. So it's like you could write a song about the same topic a million different ways. Like you could say like drinking a glass of water, and you could be like, drinking a glass of water, like the cup looks like when we were in Paris and blah, 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 now you're sad. Or you could be like, cup of water, like with sunlight on my face and I feel super refreshed. So like it can go any way. It's just you kind of gotta for me, I let the music and the melody guide how the song feels, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. And I love your little example there. It was so cool. What was the first song you learned how to play on guitar?
Oh, it was My Name is Jonas by Weezer. That's
Ooh,
the song I ever learned.
that's a good one.
Yeah.
And what is your favorite song to play on guitar?
Um, Growing up, my favorite song to play was it was a classical guitar song. I
Okay.
can't remember exactly what it's called, but that was my favorite because it's fun to like finger pick and move all around. And then I think now my favorite kind of stuff to play is just like I love playing the blues, and it's just like it's straightforward, but you can also be super creative with it.
Yeah.
So I like playing that.
And while writing songs, what part of the song usually comes first for you? Is it like the lyrics, the beat, melody?
Again, it changes song to song, but I think that it's really important to have like a beat in mind, especially today in music. I think it's really important to like make sure you know how the song's gonna like feel
Mm.
musically. But I'd say theme, like song theme or idea of what you want to talk about. Like I want to talk about drinking a glass of water and how that makes me feel. Like that's where you start.
In your songs like Dear Dad, you're super vulnerable. Um, was it hard to sort of like put yourself in that position?
Uh, Dear Dad actually isn't out yet for viewers, just so you guys know. Uh, but yeah, I mean, it is easy to get vulnerable for me. My mission as an artist is to use my life and show the world that everyone kind of goes through it and you're not alone going through it. And so I think my mission is what's more important to me than like being closed off and like coming off like a cool guy. So I think that I sort of use vulnerability as a means to an end for my goal and my mission as an artist.
And when you're writing lyrics, do you ever have like writer's block?
Hmm. Um, Not when I'm writing lyrics. I mean, there are times when you just get really busy,
Yeah.
and there are times when you're so focused on promoting a certain song or shooting a music video or doing whatever that like it's hard to be a writer. And I think that that happens to everyone, even if people don't admit it. But I wouldn't say I ever get writer's block. I'm always like thinking, and I'm always, able to put stuff on paper if I really want to. It's just whether or not I feel like it, like whether or not I feel pressure to be a writer in a good way.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't feel that pressure.
But you worked with like big Grammy producer names. So what's it like working with them?
You know, to me, I don't really get intimidated by people. I think we're all worthy of respect and having our voices heard, as well as being honest with each other. I think, you know, you it's really important to just be in an open and safe environment where you can say how you feel. And I have never like I to me, I think if you can't do that, then like it's not the right match. My dad grew up in Brooklyn. I have that same sort of attitude of just like talking about your feelings and of someone, and like it doesn't mean you hate them and it doesn't mean you think they're bad at what they do or whatever, but like you can still be open and critical to each other, and you can't take it so sensitively and so personally. So for me personally, as an artist, I just am who I am and I say what I feel. And if people, you know, don't like that, like they can, you know, they don't have, I don't want to say like you don't have to work with me, but like it's just like it might not be the right match. So I don't really get intimidated or feel pressure in those kind of situations.
And when you work with them, like, do you go in with an idea and like, do they? It's sort of like hard to say, but like, do they make it into a song that you wouldn't expect it to go into?
It's different in every session and it's different for every person.
Mhm.
I'm a control freak, so I like to come into sessions with a song or a melody, usually a song idea. Like I don't really like to go in blind because I like the comfort of knowing that we can at least get something done. And but at the same time, I don't go in with expectations. Like I might come in with a song idea and like I might have a full song written and be like, hey guys, like I think we should start by writing or like sweeping this thing up and just making it cleaner. And it just someone might read it and be like, yeah, we can do that later, but like this just sparked a really cool idea. Let's write this song. And like that's totally okay too. So I don't really have expectations. I just know for me personally, I like to come in with something so we have a guarantee to work on something instead of just sitting there quietly, like trying to figure stuff out and just like waiting for it to end, you know?
Yeah, definitely. Could we expect like a full length project that sometime this year?
Um, I don't think I'm gonna put out an LP this year, although I do have a lot of songs
Mhm.
available for that. I have some singles I want to put out this year that I'm going to be putting out, including one on April 28th. I have a song called Lie to Me that is coming out. Exclusive announcement. I haven't announced it yet, but I'm really excited about that. And I do have a lot of songs that I'm probably going to put out this year, but not a full length LP yet.
Okay, cool. We could do with that.
Yeah,
This is sort of a fun one, but if you can only listen to one album for the rest of your life, which one would it be?
there's so many, but probably James Taylor's Greatest Hits album.
Awesome.
That was a great album.
Solid choice. And last question. Our music website focuses on up and coming artists. So do you have any favorites you want to share?
Favorite up and coming artists.
Yes.
Um, huh. I mean, there's so many
Yeah.
that it's hard to deem someone like an up and comer, you know? I
Mhm.
don't really know what that means because, like, do you look at like there are some people that have been around for a really long time that like don't have a huge following yet, and there are some that have barely been around and have massive followings, you know, like Alexander 23 is great, but like he's not been in the music industry for 10 years, but
Yeah.
he has a massive following already. So I don't really have a favorite up and coming artist. I kind of just like to keep my ear to the ground and listen. I mean, Gracie Abrams is great,
Mhm.
and um, yeah, she's really great.
Awesome. Well,
Uh,
thank you so much. It was great talking to you.
Thank you for having me, and I love the blog, and I love what you guys do, and I'm really happy to be here.